objective today, we're going to graph equations from slope-intercept form. We already reviewed slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. My writing. Okay, so from this equation, we know that we need the slope and the y-intercept. So if we look at this GeoGebra app, where the line is y equals 1/2 x minus 3, we can see that the slope is 1/2. The slope of 1/2. Since that is change in y over change in x, I'm going to go up 1 and to the right 2. And then the y-intercept from this equation is -3. So the first thing I want to do is graph the y-intercept of -3. So I'm going to make my first point at -3 on the y-axis. From there, I'm going to use the slope that says go up 1 and to the right 2. Draw my second point. From 2 points, we can draw a line. And so I did it. I drew the line for y equals 1/2 x minus 3. Let's do another one. Now we have y equals -1x plus 0. So for this equation, the slope is -1, so that's -1/1 in a fraction. So in this case, I would go down 1 to the right 1. My y-intercept is 0. So I'm going to graph the y-intercept first. So my first point will be at 0 on the graph. I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1. And I graph the equation for y equals -1x plus 0. The next line I'll do is going to be y equals 3/2x minus 4. So I'm just going to graph from the equation. I'm going to start with my y-intercept of -4. My first point goes at -4. Then from the slope, I'm going to go up 3 and to the right 2. And now I have graphed y equals 3/2x minus 4. Let's do one more with the application. We have y equals -2x plus 3. My y-intercept is +3. My first point. My slope is -2, which is -2/1, so down 2 to the right 1. And I was able to graph y equals -2x plus 3. So at your seat, get a piece of graph paper. And I'm going to have you graph an equation on your graph paper, just like we did on the application. So on your graph paper, let's graph an equation. Let's do y equals 3/4x minus 2. So our first point will be at -2 on the y-intercept. So draw your first point at -2. Our slope is 3/4, so I'm going to move up 3 and to the right 4. That's where your second point will go. From this point, draw a line. And you've drawn the line of the equation y equals 3/4 x minus 2. I would draw your arrows on the end of your line.